In the previous videos, we have seen different concept of inheritance, like single level of inheritance and multi-level of inheritance with their features, code, and example. So today concept of one of type of inheritance, I am taking you an example. Yes, you have heard right, you an example. So you consider yourself as a derived class and you are inheriting the features and traits from your mother and father, your mom and dad, and both are can be considered as a base class and you as a derived class. So you tell me what kind of inheritance it is. Yes, you are right, it is a multiple inheritance. So this type of inheritance is being discouraged in C#.NET. So the question is why? And meanwhile it is being considered or it is being accepted in other language like C++, where you have a multiple level of inheritance. So we are going to see why the C# discourage or doesn't make applicable into their framework. So before that, let me explain you or what is a multiple level of inheritance. A multiple level of inheritance is very simple, where a derived class is inheriting the features from base class, more than one base class, and those base classes are independent. Maybe they are again inheriting with somebody else, but those base classes are again derived to the derived class in a multiple way, means two base classes for one derived child class. So this way it is a multiple level of inheritance, and we will see why not we are implementing this concept into C#.NET, or how do we bypass this. Okay, so these are the few things which tells us why not to use multiple level of. So in diamond problem we have seen that diamond problem you consider as a rhombus or diamond, where you have a B, C, D classes, where A is the super base class and B and C are the derived classes, where it is inheriting from A. So B and C, the derived classes which are inheriting from A. Now we have a final derived classes, means final child class D. So D is inheriting from B and C. So if you talk about B and C and D, so these are the multiple level of inheritance example, where D is inheriting from B and C. So what problem here it comes as, suppose one method is defined in B and C, the same name. Suppose one is a method which is defined in B as well as in C. So D, if inherits from B and C, then the compiler and the coder will get confused, like if I want to access one as a method, so who's one, whether B or C? So there is an ambiguity. So in order to avoid this ambiguity, C#.NET has avoided to be used in their framework. Second one comes as a code complexity. So multiple inheritance can lead to a more complex class hierarchy, making the code harder to understand, debug, and maintain. So in order to avoid it, we do not use multiple directly into the C#.NET. Again, we have ambiguity in the method which we have seen, and design philosophy, where if you use it, so clarity won't be there, as we've seen in the example of one method. So in order to avoid such type of design issue, we do not use, or C#.NET, this framework discourages it to be used. Now we will see like how do we bypass this concept where multiple inheritance cannot be achieved directly into the C#.NET, and we'll see what are the ways to do it. So basically there are two ways. One is using interface. So interface is what? Interface is a contract where you have a method's definition defined, not the implementation but defined, and whoever extends the interface, they must implement all these methods. So this is a brief introduction about the inheritance, if the interface. So if you want to know more about it, please write in the comment section. We can make a separate video, detailed video of what other things can be achieved with the interfaces, and it's a really very good concept and important concept into the OOPS concept. Yeah. So here we have seen multiple inheritance. We have the program, and if you talk about the first way, how we can bypass the problem which is there where we cannot directly implement multiple inheritance in C#.NET. So these are the ways how we can achieve it. So there is a ways, no problem in that in C#.NET. So this is the beauty of C#.NET. So here we have multiple inheritance. Now what we can do is that we have an interface defined, as we mentioned, it's a contract. So two interfaces are there. So what we do is one iAnimal and iMachine we have defined, which iAnimal can speak and iMachine can operate. So we are creating a class which is a robodogs. It's a robotic dog which is having the both features where it can speak and operate. So speak is having it can bark, and operate that machine robot can operate. So here with this example where you can see two interfaces are being implemented or extended to the robodog, and again it's a classic example of a multiple inheritance achievement through interfaces. We cannot implement two classes here, mind it. These are again in the elaborative video if you really want to understand. So here two classes we cannot implement, only two interfaces only we can implement. So write in the comment section if you have any confusion or if you want detailed video on it. So for now, like how to achieve the concept of multiple inheritance through interfaces, this is the one. Second one, I will go to the composition part. So here you can see the composition. So what is there is that we have two classes, engine and wheel, where we have a start and rotate respective method, where it tells that engine is started and wheel it is rotating. So we have two classes now. So what is the beauty of the composition? You need to have to implement any classes or derive any classes. You just create an object of engine and wheel and call it. Since these are the public classes, like it can be accessible within the same namespace, so you can easily create the instance, as we have seen the previous videos also. Through this object we can access these methods. So here we have access this method, start and rotate, with their respective instances. Yeah. So now we have another class. We are not doing anything, just creating an object of car here and calling the drive. This method we are calling. So we are calling it drive. So with this we can achieve the multiple level of inheritance concept slightly by directly doing the composition, directly creating the object of it. Yeah. So if you run, if you want to see, so we can see it here. So here engine started and engine rotating, both can be achieved here with this. Hope you have understood this well. If anything is there, please write into the comment section. Yeah, thank you. Now we'll see the advantages. So the advantages are very good with that. So it avoids ambiguity, as we have seen, where in the multiple level of inheritance, where the same method is defined into both of the parent class. So it removes the confusion and ambiguity to access. It has a very good clear code structure, better support for dependency injection and design pattern. So these are the patterns which use different classes as parent class and work with certain kind of design. So it really helps in that. Hope you have understood multiple level of inheritance with yourself as an example. So I think it will be remembering you for a longer period of time. So and you would have got a really good value out of it. So please go through the other video of this channel. So before that, let me introduce myself as a Vivek Kumar, and I welcome to you in my channel Buddhi Towards Wisdom, Vivek Kumar Buddhi Towards Wisdom. Please watch all other videos. It will really give you a good knowledge about various concepts of C#.NET. Especially we have seen different videos on the inheritance concept, like single level of inheritance or multi-level of inheritance or multiple level of inheritance, which we have seen today. So if you found any question, if you have any concern, please write into the comment, and we will discuss and we will answer it. And please share to your colleagues or friends who really want to understand the concept, technical concept on the C#.NET or other OOPS concept. So please take care. Till then, bye bye.